There is a question from a very old time friends on the Facebook. Truth and God both are different. God is cultural content, but truth is vast beauty. It is not someone for us. Search truth in your ego and surrounding. We can't separate truth from our ego. Truth is a truth is a just a outcome for every understanding. What the ways Osho says, don't concern Osho in terms of his discourses. See his beauty, that's all. He is just a flower. Enjoy him, don't interpret him as a guru or God. Shailendra Singh. Dear Shailendra Singh, thank you very much. You have been asking so many questions for a long time. As I remember, in the past, you always ask question in English, and I used to reply them in Hindi writing. Once I asked you to please write your question in Hindi, and you said, no, I'm sorry, I can't speak or write in Hindi language. So anyway, now time comes that we can speak in English also. I used to write mostly in Hindi because that is my first language, my mother tongue. Because I have lived in the West so many years, and before that, I lived with Osho. So I have come in contact with so many people from all over the world, living and working with them in ashram. So, well, I don't mind if you ask in English also. Now we have devices so we can speak, then writing it. So, well, your question is very good because you said that truth and God both are different. Of course, depends on who is interpreting this. If you are interpreting it, is for you is different because you are very well educated. You have been a sannyasin of Osho for a long time, then you drop out because I think you understood the whole game of master and disciple, and then you have done your homework, and still I appreciate your questions. It will help some other people also. In fact, you don't have to ask any question, but I think just you want to play the game. Of course, the truth and God are both are different. People who believes, people who are born in particular community, families, country, surrounded by religious people, as a Hindu, as a Muslim, as a Christian, as a Jew, as a Jaina, Buddhist, or there are so many. Even the communism or communist or secular, whatever a child come in the family and the family believes or don't believes, he simply adopt all this. And he never questioned because in childhood we don't have freedom to ask so many questions. Even if you ask, if some intelligent child like Osho asks question, they tell him, shut up, you will not understand now, and you simply. So we have been forced to believe and accept whatever our parents, our culture, our society give us. Very few people question and doubt and want to find out. So, of course, truth and God are separate, separate for them who want to inquire. And people who believe just, they don't bother about inquiring. They want to have something from the God who is sitting somewhere above in the heaven, on the seventh sky, somewhere else. And they have been listening to their teachings, their scriptures, that we have to go to the particular temple or mosque or church or to synagogue or to this guru or that guru and ask for things what we need. Somebody want a job, somebody want a beautiful wife, somebody want to have his business is running. So people misinterpret the religion and God and truth because they don't want to find out, don't want to study, they don't want to inquire, they want everything cheap. So that kind of believing systems and people who are surrounded by that kind of belief, any kind of religion, for them, God is a provider. Give us our daily bread. So anything they want, if they cannot find from somewhere else, finally they go to the God, or they think that there must be somebody who can listen to my prayer and he can fulfill my desires. So for them, God is a person or a very big old man with immortal life somewhere sitting, and one day they will go and see him after the death. So those kind of believing peoples, for them God is somebody and they always provide a father figure. But when we come to Osho, we drop all kind of nonsense, following, believing, because once you see the real master in front of you and see his peaceful presence, the beauty, the joy, without even saying a word, you can see that's kind of flowering in Osho. So there are few things I would like to share with you and with other friends, that people who understand Osho, they don't interpret in any way, telling him Bhagwan or God or Osho. These names does not define Osho's presence. So for me, Osho is not a person and not a guru, not a god, not even a flower. Simply being with him, you come to know that something in which you also exist, and you realize that beauty within yourself, coming in contact with him. As if you are looking into the mirror first time and you see, oh God, I have got a beautiful face, or I have got eyes. So he reflects you as you are. If you are good, he reflects you good. If you are angry, you see something else. If you are loving to him, so you are seeing himself in Osho. So he is simply mirroring good, bad, ugly, beauty, everything. If politician comes, Osho hit him hard. So I am not interpreting Osho. Simply I am sharing which cannot be shared or talked about. I used to write poetry, but well, they are in Hindi and Urdu languages. So you ask me this kind of things that you should not interpret. No, I am not interpreting Osho. I am simply talking to the friends because they ask questions, and I have nothing to give, in fact, because everybody have got already. People don't know that they have got already. So just talking with them, encouraging them that they should discover within themselves. Sometimes they sit silently near the river, on the mountain, or in their own room. Depends where you can be 100% present into the present. Near the tree, in the park, in the garden, or in your bedroom even. So we don't need a temple or mosque or Kaaba or Kashi or Jerusalem or church or any kind of outside. Except ourselves, you don't need anybody else. And that happens only when you come in contact with such kind of person, that you start searching within yourself. What is this body-mind mechanism? What is these are emotions? How it function? And who knows this all functioning? When body is very healthy, very well, it does not need anything. A good food, and you enjoy the sleep even. You disappear for few hours in the night, and there is nobody. Nobody even to say, I am sleeping. Only in the morning when you wake up, you come to know that there was a sleep. And you are not afraid to go to sleep again in the next day, because you know very well that I am going to disappear for few hours, and there will be not even a ray of consciousness. But still in the morning, you remember that because we have a memory. So this game of being conscious during the day, 8 hours to 12 hours or 14 hours, 16 hours, and then every day we die. In fact, we die in some other form. Physically, our body remain, but we don't know that we are where we are sleeping, who we are. I am a husband or wife or brother or sister or the professor or doctors or beggars or the businessmen. I am German, Indian, Muslim, Hindu, Christian. I believe in the God. I does not believe in the God. All these things simply disappear for couple of hours. Few hours we dream because during the day there are many things we are involved. So because of that we are dreaming, we are interpreting through our mind, seeing things which does not exist, but really enjoying it. It is a joy. If you missed something during the day, then mind try to fulfill those desires. So even in the sleep, in the dream, we have another world where we trust so much that it is so real. When dream happens, we don't doubt that it is a dream. There is no woman in my bed, or there is no food. During the day I was hungry, and I didn't got the food. So, of course, in the night, the mind want to supply the food, so it does not want to disturb the body. So these two dreams, one open eyes dream during the day, and another is closed eyes dream. One who become conscious about this both dream have opportunity to realize himself as a pure consciousness, not the person. Of course, he knows very well that the body is there, the mind is there. He can use the mind. If he need to be angry, then he can pretend to be angry. If he needs to show love, compassion, all the moods are available, negative and positive. He can be a warrior, he can be criminal, he can be Buddha. We have a choice.